Hey guys, I'm back with Breath of the Wild. I just did like a 10-minute speech a second ago and realized my camera wasn't recording. So here we go. I'm gonna try to start this over. Uh, I don't know where I am or why I am right now, but I'll tell you what I try to remember everything I just got done saying. We finished off last episode in the desert right here by the last of the Great Fairies. Now let's go over this again real quick. There's a Great Fairy here, right there. There's another one up here. We unlocked that last time, and there's another one over here. It takes forever to get there. Right there. There's three. Now, since we haven't unlocked her yet, it doesn't show, but y'all saw her down here right by this great skeleton, and we'll talk about that later, a side quest regarding those. That's where we left off with. I think we ended up getting the Wasteland Tower activated. And there's a couple of things that I do just to kind of kill time and get them done while I'm not on camera with you guys, and I'm showing you one right now. And this is a big deal, come to Hateno Village. In order to upgrade my armor, I had to have some more bokoblin guts. Now, the bokoblins are the easiest enemies in the game, but they come in different tiers, different levels. The higher the level, the better the surprise, or the reward, should I say. They got horns, fangs, guts. Guts for the harder ones, or what's required to upgrade the armor I'm on right now, and other things too, but just that in particular I need, one of the easier things to get. And I was running a little low, so I needed to go get some. And I know that I can't just go back to the beginning of the game over here and just find some of these guys I found like down here. They're all low level. They give me horns and claws only. So I needed to find some upper level moblins. And I knew there were some over here, and I'll show you what I did. Come to Hateno Village. I knew I was going to be able to kill some, but at the same time, I wanted to finish the side quest that was required or required to finish the game and could be done while I'm killing these moblins. Like these moblins and bokoblins and moblins in this area are a little higher tier, so I knew I'd be able to get some guts from them and advance my armor. Now, I did do that as much as I could with the stuff that I have right now, and I'll show you what I did. Come over here to your basic entry shrine here. You know you've done this before. But you're gonna come to this spot right here, that little house right there. It's a decent little walk, but we're gonna go. That's the farm. We're gonna go talk to the girl at the farm. We'll catch up with her right there later. She's got something going on too, I think. And you need to notice on the top left corner, I've got my camera as of my rooms active. You need to be readily available to grab your camera and do things like this. That soup ladle will go in your compendium, and you rarely will see these things. So grab them when you can, and that's one less thing you'll have to pay for later. I'm just saying, you'll see what I'm talking about. A lot of opportunities like that. Later on, I'll tell you this much now, you can take all the fruits and vegetables and herbs and all that stuff that you pick up out there and just lay them down on the ground, same with your weapons. But you're not always, or at least at this point again, I'm going to be carrying a soup ladle anymore. So if you see that, or a mop or something like that, just shoot a picture of it. Get it out of the way. Anyway, so you're coming up here, making your way towards that farm I was telling you about, and when I get there, I'll show you. Do I have a cricket yet? Nope. Alright, I just get them so I can have them in my inventory, so I don't have that little surprise jingle every time I get one. Alright. Ignore the old man. What's he doing? Sitting. This girl here, what's her name? Koyen. Now, I've already done this, so I'm not going to talk to her, but I'll tell you what to do. If you want to clear a side quest and, like I said, get some more pieces to upgrade armor, talk to this girl. She'll complain that her sheep or whatever she's got animals on her farm have been kidnapped by some bad guys. Those bad guys are located on Hateno Beach, and it'll show you when you get the quest up on your thing here, adventure log. It'll show it. You see how it says main quest on your left-hand side, and then you go to the right and it says shrine quest, and then side quest. Now, well, that was a shrine quest. I've already completed it. That's what my deal. Sheep rustlers. All right, yes, that's it. So it'll show you there when you click on it. It'll show you exactly where to go, and that particular location is down here, right around that area. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down there and kill some enemies for her. Now we're gonna win. We're gonna get the shrine, the side quest completed, and we're gonna get some bokoblin guts, which I'm not gonna do now. I've already done, and I haven't had a blood moon since I did it, so they're not there anymore. But it's about 4 bokoblins and I think 2 moblins. And if you've been following me and doing what I do and upgrading your armor efficiently, you should be able to handle these guys pretty good. Let's see, directly to my right. Yeah. Anyway, you'll see what I'm talking about. I just jump off here, and there's a right down. I can't zoom in, but right above my paraglider. You see that kind of tree right there? Right about that spot. And again, the map will mark it for you. It'll say, you know, a little dot right there and say, "Does you come in this area?" All you have to do is drop down here, kill these guys. They got some goodies you can take with them too, weapons and whatnot, and then go back and talk to that girl, Coylin or whatever her name is, I can't remember, and she'll give you the credit for the quest completed. Now, it's not a big reward, but I'll show you. She gave me the fresh milk, 10 of them, because she's got the farm, and milk is good to have. Anyway, as you will see, this is the little area right here where they're going to keep the pigs and the sheep and whatever else they've got. And you'll just beat them up, all these guys up there too, and you finish the quest. Now, because of that, I got some upgrades on my armor. As you can see here, that one's at level 2. I believe I need the second dragon, the ice dragon, Nadra, I think is his name. I need the horns from that one like I did on Faroche. And then over here, I've upgraded to level 3. Over here, upgrade to level 3. The higher you can get them, the less damage you'll take from these enemies, and it'll be so much easier. Now, I can't go to level 4 on either one of these yet because I haven't opened up that 4th fairy. We need 10,000 rupees to do so. And I can't go to level 3 on this yet because I need to get Nature's horns, 2 of them. I think that's what it is. I'm going to shoot over to the fairy real quick and double check because I might end up in that area. But what I want to do today, though, I'm going to try to open up more of the map. I'd like to get the whole map opened up in the next 2 videos, and that way you got the whole thing you can jump back and forth to access the enemies, the items, whatever you might need, because once you've got the access to the whole map, it's so easy to get to the dragons, get to the fire enemies, the ice enemies, whatever zone you're in, you know what I mean, the electric enemies in the desert, things like that, because you will find, if you're anything like me, and like I said, the completionist era in this thing, if you'll find yourself wanting to get the armor upgraded because you'll see the benefits. And I can always shoot him, take a few freebies, you know what I mean? It's not necessary, but it doesn't hurt to get a couple of freebies from time to time. You always come with these fairies if you're low on, these shrine, or fairy fountains if you're low on fairies, and creep in because you can get them in your inventory, and you know this already. I got 5 of them, so there won't be any more regenerating right now. But try to keep those fairies on you just in case, because armor's not always going to keep you from dying, you know? And again, she says she can't. I just want to see what it is. I think it's Nadra, and Nadra is the, yeah, that's the ice dragon. See by the blue color. There's the green is the electric, blue is the ice, and then red is Nadra. I forget the other one's name. It's the fire dragon, and we'll get to that in a little while. So we need 2 horns, and we can get the champion tunic up to the next level, and I'm guaranteeing you they'll need 2 horns from the fire dragon for the 4th one. But we'll worry about that once we get the 4th fairy unlocked. For now, though, let's look at the map, see what I've done. That was all I really did off camera. Everything else you've seen, I just did that one side quest, and that was just in an effort for me to get, what you call it, the bokoblin guts that I needed to upgrade my pants and hood. All right, now, so let's see what we can do. This one's a little more complicated, plus it's cold region. I'm not interested in trying to get, what do you call it, foods cooked for that right now. So for the time being, let's try up here. Let's see if I can find that one. I think the forest is up here too. This is the mountain, or Death Mountain region. I think this is the Lost Woods, and that's where you'll find Hestu from now on, and we'll need to get in there. I think there's 4 shrines and then some. I don't know. We'll see. So what we'll do is we'll come on over here, and we'll try to go up and access that area. Now, along the way, we may run into a shrine or 2, as always, and that's fine. It gives more warping points and more accomplishment, more spirit orbs to get towards increasing our health and our stamina. And every bit of that you can do, and every Korok you can find. Again, once you get to Hestu, it'll help you hold another weapon, another bow, another shield. So that's always good. And you're like, oh, this is so boring. Let's play. No, well then, either don't, like I said, either don't watch this video or go to the next one. You know what I mean? Go to the next video. Eventually, we'll get there, guys. I'm just saying, this is how I play it and how it works for me. Now, I am pointing in the general direction. Now, I don't know where that... It must be him right there. Yep, that's him right there. That's a long way away. Let's see if there's something closer. Now, let's just walk. Let's just do it. Let's just do it, y'all. There he is. Let's see if there's a... Now, let's go over here and get our horse. This is a better idea. Let's go get our horse that's a little bit faster. And like I said, try to keep your shrines opened up here next to these stables because they do it on purpose to get you a little bit quicker access to the guys you need. And I'll talk to Cass later. I'm not worried about him right now. He's usually got what's called shrine quests for me. And like I told you, this game is big. You're gonna spend hours on it if you want 100% it. Alright, on the map, I'm going to want to come up here. There's a guardian, a walking guardian, big one right here in this area. I think maybe two of them, one here and one here. So I'm going to play it smart and avoid him for the time being. I don't worry about him so much, but I don't want my horse to get killed in the process, you know what I mean? Because that was my one good shot with those things was that my horse dead. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up here. No, I can't point to it. We're going to go up here, across this bridge, come this way, and this way. Try to find, I think that tower's over here somewhere, okay? So, here we go. And I'll go ahead and take care of this guy because I want to get the Korok that's in the area. There is one over here. And she can give me something. I'll take that all day long. But I believe there's a acorn or whatever hanging down here. I didn't want to die. I'm sorry, y'all. That's my fault. Maybe I'm wrong. There's that rock right there. Anyway, my point is there's so many of these things and so many opportunities to find these Koroks. You'll need to just kind of keep your eyes open. And again, you got 900 of these things. I'm just going to go around every corner, so don't be shocked. Let's just crawl back up here. Alright, so that's one more, and I know you're thinking, well, that's not even worth it. Well, what I'm saying is if you continue to do this on a regular basis, then before you know it, you're going to have 15, 16 of them things, and next time you get it with Hestu, you'll end up getting 3 more spots for your weapons, and you'll be able to hold that much more, and it's a big benefit in the game. Okay, now, like I said, we want to avoid any guardians. So we're going to cut across the field here and then hang a right. And I'm glancing down to the bottom right of my map. I see the bridge. Still got a little ways to go, but we, again, you stay out of the clearing where all those guardians. Those things are strong. And I don't know if we've had to deal with one yet as far as you can see in the fight one. Come on now, Epona, let's get out of these trees. It's my fault. Anyway, but I will fight them. There's that tower I'm trying to go to. There's a shrine in this area here. I think it's right around there. What I might do is I might go ahead and climb up there and get that shrine. And then I can jump off this mountain, or hill, whatever you're gonna call it, and be headed towards that tower. Now, it's been a while again since I've done these, but I do believe this section here has a lot of wizrobes, and I told you wizrobes are my worst nightmare. I mean, I hate them worse than I hate Lionels, and Lionels are vicious. And you'll see the Lionel eventually. I'll get to him. Just want to sit him down. I don't want to even fight him. I just want him out of my way, really. Okay. As you see on the top right up there, it says, maybe I don't know, my picture on the screen might be in the way. I don't know where I put it when I do these. I got 29 shrines beaten. It's a modest test of strength, little or mini one, or a middle one, I'm sorry. And he's going to be a problem, but I'm getting better now. I'm more seasoned as far as remembering my skills. But this weapon is not going to last much longer. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and throw it at him. You throw by hitting the R buttons. I'm going to throw it at him, at least get one good lick in, and then I'm going to get another big weapon out and chop him down. But again, after him, I will get what he's holding, which will replace whatever weapon I'm fixing to use against him. Now, I don't personally like the Guardian Spears. They don't really do it for me. They're not very strong. Just in time for me to charge up. Good. Alright, now he's going to do his little wind tunnel thing here, and I'm going to jump up and try to hit him in the eyeball. That didn't get it. But as you can see, I've not taken a lot of damage considering what this enemy is. Now, I'm going to replace this guy here. Do I have any other long, broad? Yeah, let's just go ahead and use one of these since I got enough of them. Okay, now this Guardian Sword is badly damaged. You heard or saw it do that, so I'm gonna get rid of him. Pick that up and get these, that. Now, I don't really care for the spear, but since I'm short an item, I'll get it for now, and I'll use it. Actually, I'm short 2 items, because it'll kill your basic bokoblins and whatnot if I got a fool with any on the way between here and the tower. You know, any more of those keys or whatever. Let's hope I can get a weapon in here. Otherwise, it needs to be a jewel. And I'll take the frost spear. Alright. So that's going to put us at 30 on the shrines, I believe it is. So that means we only got 90 more to go. And again, I don't look down on you if you spend some time wandering and doing things and fighting enemies and searching. And there's so much this game has to offer, so many things to find. It's ridiculous. Which way am I going? To my right? Yes. There's so many things to do with this game and so many places to go. So don't, if you're gonna follow me on the as a walkthrough, I'm really, like I said, just trying to help you get all the stuff to make it easier for you, but don't just stop with me. Keep going, you know, do everything you can, go everywhere you can. Where did that tower go? There it is. Okay, so we're gonna come over here, try to get towards that tower, and that should open up, I think, this whole area here, which includes the Lost Woods. So we're gonna go to him. Matter of fact, there's another fairy, or what do you call it? Stable and shrine. So we'll go hit them first and then go get that tower. Now, in my recollection, that tower's got a pretty decent number of enemies around it. But I don't think it's the Wizrogues like it was last time that would beat me up so bad. I think it's just some moblins and maybe a couple of Zalfos. Well, we'll come over here and we'll get this shrine. We'll get the label on this stable here. Which one is this one? The woodland stable. Now, remember what I said about your, your camera. Keep it on you because you never know when you're going to run into something like, oh, what do you know, right here. I don't think I have a picture of that yet, but let's look and see. It had a big question mark on it. So apparently I don't. Did I get it? And these are the ones I was talking about, this right here. Not that they're that difficult, it's just I don't want to waste a good weapon on those kind of guys. And these guardian shields are pretty, but they're not very effective when it comes to they'll kill a Keys. Okay, each one of them I gotta try to remember. Alright. And I always try to glance around and make sure I didn't accidentally miss something. Alright, let's go see what's in this treasure chest over here first. They're gonna want me to, use that for, probably for for hitting that switch. So I'll go ahead and use it because that's what I got these things for. Alright, now, here's the deal. The switch is just gonna replace the ball every time the ball is gone, I think. Now what it wants me to do is it wants me to use my stasis and basically waylay on this guy and shoot him over there like we're playing golf kind of. And there's a hole that he wants me to go in with it. So we're going to go ahead and do this and see if I can line it up. Let's see what the first one does. I don't know exactly how far off I'm going to be and how far I need to go. So a lot further and a little bit more to the left, or to the center. So let's get lined up as good as we can. I think this might do it. That'll do it, I hope. A little too much. All right, well, we know what we're doing now, is my point. Let's go hit this bad boy here. Now let's try it again. Try to straighten up as good as you can. All right, I'm gonna not do any more. Let's see if that one does it. All right, well, let's go down even lower. Less hitting, I mean. And maybe you're better at this than I am, but. All right, we're gonna stop it at that one. Hopefully that'll do it. That was 4, wasn't it? Yeah. Really? All right, we're gonna go 5 this time, and this better be the one. Oh, Lord. That's not what I want to do that last one. Let's see if that does it anyway. No, so I better not spin on it. I'll just individually swing it 5 times. I won't spin on it. Right when the sledgehammer was damaged too, you see that? I feel like there was something back here. Maybe not. Anyway, that'll finish that one. That'll put us at 3. One more, and we'll get a. We'll go to level 2. Hold circle on our orb, our stamina wheel. After that, and then we'll probably concentrate on more hearts for a little while, because 2 is pretty good on the stamina wheel. You can see we're 1 piece shy. Alright, and I remember that if you go over here past the shrine on the right side is the access point for that other tower, and go ahead and get that. I'm gonna try to take another picture of this, because I don't think it took a picture of it. It didn't say okay or whatever it was. Yeah, that time it did, because it said solar sphere. Alright, so we'll come on this way. Oh, there's another, what you call it, an axe. I don't have him yet, so let's go ahead and get him. And again, this is not necessary, but it will. You'll find yourself later on. I'm telling you, man, you're gonna find yourself later on saying, "I wish I had taking these pictures so I don't have to pay for all of them. That much less stuff to pay for. Because they'll get expensive as many things as there are in this game. Okay, I think it's up there, yeah. Let's go this way, up this hill. And then afterwards, since we're pretty close to it, we may try to find our way into the Lost Woods and find Hestu. But we'll see. There's so much to do. Even I get, you know, which one do I want to do next? You know, that kind of thing. Now get ready on this one because it's interesting. And I think up there, straight ahead, is the entrance to the Lost Woods. But we're going to try to get up here without getting beat to death. And there's a really good weapon on top of this tower too. Two-handed weapon if you're a fan of. That's not a bad pickup for when I'm running low. And you're probably going to have to get into some of these enemies, and it is what it is. But then I don't remember this one being as difficult as that other one that I went to, where they had the nasty swamp underneath it. Well, there's a swamp, but you see, we can walk to it basically. Watch this guy. Well, he hit me. But see, that quarter heart damage is exactly what you're going to get when you do what I do, which is upgrade armor. Now that water you can't fall in, should I say, or you will die, or not necessarily die, but you'll have to start from a dead spot or whatever. He's looking at me like he wants to die. Alright, there is one random wizrobe over there. But I'm not going near him. I'm going to go right up there. You see that? That was an accident. I wish this man would quit squatting and not pressing the button that hard, y'all. And as you can see, look, there's a treasure chest over there. There's little knickknacks and things and so forth and so on, but there's not that really important. Now, these, what you call it, you can't just, oops, wrong thing. You can't just shoot those with an arrow and explode. You shoot them with a fire arrow. Watch this, it's actually kind of fun. Oops. These little, well, let's wait till they come over here and get that one. Well, I guess I gotta get closer. What can I say? That'll do it. The damage is pretty good. Blew him to hell. Okay. Now again, we don't want to. We don't want to. Don't want to accidentally keep shooting fire arrows. So let's go over here. And let's see if there's a spot to climb on. Yeah, wall right there. And I'm not suggesting you have to come up this way, but just you can see it's fairly easy. I mean, what you need, you can't just get down there and go up that thing with some stamina boosts. It'll be pretty easy. But I don't like to waste mine if I can help it. And in the process, I've got a couple of enemies beaten, a couple of decent, what'd you call it? Items. I saw Moblin and Bokoblin guts right there, and I could use those. Because I'm guaranteeing you I'll need them for the level 4 upgrade on my Hylian hood and on my Hylian trousers. The Bokoblin guts, that is. So... Which is how much faster, quicker I can go up when I got more stamina. Because I can jump without fear of running low on that stamina wheel. So that's a good idea early in the game. Speed your process up to go ahead and get that stamina upgraded. Remember how long that walk would have taken us, or climb would have taken us last time before we didn't have all this stuff. Here's the backside of Hyrule Castle. Now these elemental weapons, like the ones I'm holding now, the Frost Spear, there's an area in the game that you'll probably go to as often as you can. It's a nice little place for stocking up, and I'll show it to you in a minute. You can, each one of the, not each one, but most of the enemies in the area is designed for you to be able to kind of build your supplies up and stuff. Most of the enemies in the area are elemental, so you will be able to get the sword, the spear, the big, crusher or whatever it is. Anytime you want them, you can do that. So I would suggest you, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. I would suggest you, unless you think you can use it, get rid of that right there. You won't need it now. Come on now, get up. But there is a nice little weapon up here that cycles with every blood moon. So you might as well come up here and get him. He's easy, he's big, he's vicious. 52, you see that thing? And that will do some damage. Now what I was saying to you earlier, the spot I'm talking about is called Coliseum. This is it right here. Now I want to go back. Here's where he started the game. And here's Hyrule Field and the castle. But right here off the side of the Great Plateau is what's called the Coliseum. You can see that it looks like a Coliseum. You can access it from a lot of different areas, but the most realistic is just coming across this bridge. Now the issue is when you get in here and you walk around the sides and go all the way up, at each one of those moblins, bokoblins, whatever it may be, he's got a specialized weapon, so you can get a shield, special weapon, you can get whatever guts they're holding, horns, all that kind of stuff. And it's a good little stock up place, we'll call it, in between blood moons. But you got to watch right here in the center is a why am I drawing a blank on? Why am I drawing a blank on the name? Lionel, sorry. Here we go. Lionel, that's the hardest enemy in the game. Actually, the Lionel and the Walking Guardians, but the Lionel's way more difficult than a Walking Guardian. It's just that you had to be better prepared for the Walking Guardian. They'll surprise you. The Lionel, unless you go up to him and bother him, he generally stays out of your way. You saw me walk past one a while back, so I'm just saying, you get my point. Now let's see if I can find the entrance into. You see this says Great Hyrule Forest. I guess I call it Lost Woods. Maybe that's what I call it for everything else. But you can't just fly. You can't just float into there. If you see the cloud over it, you can't float into it, but you can walk into it from right here. So we're gonna do it. See if we can find history. And once we're in here, we'll be able to open up a couple more shrines, at least one we need to get our last piece of our stamina wheel. And then we'll have access to the Lost Woods, and has to from now on, without having to walk through it, the actual difficult part of it. You know what I mean? It's just like any other Zelda game. If you're going to get into the Lost Woods, you're going to get lost. And there's a chance I may not be able to get it the first time. It's been a while since I did this. The music's so cool. And it is a Lost Woods. See, I was right. So you just follow these torches. And this part's a no-brainer. See that fox and all these birds? I'm going to have pictures of them too. That's in my compendium. And I'll get to them later. Right now I'm more concerned about making my way through the Lost Woods. And they give you a torch. I don't know if I got room for it. I don't. But I've got fire arrows, so if I need a torch or a something lit, I can do that. Now let me see, which way was the best way? I forget. This is why it's called Lost Woods. Let me get this piece out of here. Can't hold it. I feel like if I'm not careful, I'm gonna get sucked in. You see how the clouds are going all over me there? Or the fog? Let me see where I'm at. Need to come a little more maybe this way. It will take you back to the beginning of the woods. That's tedious. That's not where I want to go there either. Little deer. Just trying to walk until I get. Oh, he got me that time. But at least I get to start back here and not, well, back there. Alright, let me see if I can remember exactly what to do. I know the place I need to go is straight ahead. I wonder if it forces me. I can't remember, it's been a long time now. It's going to force me to make left turns and right turns and stuff like that. See? This is where I need to be. This is the area that's good for me, but I'm trying to decide, should I hang a hard left here? It's not that way. Now bear with me, y'all. We'll figure it out. I don't remember this being this difficult. Let's go back over here again. Part of me feels like it was over here a little bit more, but I keep on ending up over there towards the water, and I don't want to do that. Let me look at the map. Alright, can't go any further that way, so I need to go maybe this way. Nope. I gotta get online and remember how to do this again because I sure don't remember. Don't tell me I have to use the damn torch. I don't know. I swear to God, if I have to use this torch and didn't remember it after all this time. Nope. See, I knew it wasn't torch related. Was this the one where I had to do the magnet thing? No. When you get to this part of the video, just fast forward. I'm embarrassing myself right now. Oh man. I can't remember, y'all. Alright, it's center and then something. So I go to a certain part apparently and then hang a left or a right, and I'm not sure which one. Okay, so I can't go any further than that. So I need to go to the left. It looks like there's an opening over there. Well, maybe we should have done this one today. Should have run this one on my own when you weren't watching me. The confusion. Starts getting a little beeping. Don't do that again. God almighty. Well, stop. What? I see deer. Do I need to follow it? That no. No. Thought I got a little closer that time. Was it a slow walk? I forget. Wow. Looks like I finally made it. I don't know. Good luck, guys. Good luck. Alright, let's go get this shrine. There's his two. Way too much of a headache. Skip that part of the video. Alright, this is a star thing. You can read it if you want to. But here's what you do. You zoom in, hold on. You see how each one of these is basically a, what do you call it? A star, what are they called? Oh, forget the word. I'm getting old. Constellation. You gotta count them, and you see there's that 3-piece there, there's that boy there, and there's 2 on the other side. I can't see, there's one of them, and there's the other one. You need to count them up there, and then put the ball in the number corresponding to the lamps. You see that? There's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's start with this 3-piece there. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, I see 5 of those. If you're with me, top left, directly below it, top right, directly below to the right, and very bottom. Let's make 5. So we're gonna come over here and grab this ball. Where's the ball? Oh, there it is. And put it over here on the 5 for the first one. And this one should be a no-brainer, really. Get over there. The second one is a little more complicated. 2 pieces. I see 1, 2, 3. I see, it looks like 3, all kind of in the center and bottom. I'm gonna call it 3. Now we'll come back up here and do the other one. This is the biggest one in the whole thing, pieces wise. I see 1. I see 1 of them. So rather than count that, let's look at the next one. I see 2 of those. So we're gonna go 1 and 2 and see if this completes it. I hope it's that easy. Nothing's been going easy for me today, to be honest with you. Damn Lost Woods. Let's see. I'd say just fast forward to that part of the video, you know, Jesus. At least it worked here. And I believe there's something you can do on the back side of the wall or whatever to come get a treasure chest over here. Do you see these here? Where is it? Now, I forget. I'm trying to be the good guy here. Try to help you out. Let me see what it was, see if I can remember. I don't remember, y'all. But I'm not that concerned about it. If you are, give it your best effort. I'm just glad to get this one done and get out of these damn lost woods. Let me talk to Hester real quick and we'll move on. Now, you may be a big time shield user and bow user. I don't use them as much as I use my swords and weapons, melee weapons more or less. So I'm going to go ahead and get at least one more spot filled in, depending on how many Koroks I have. And I think I got enough to do so. If I don't, then I'll just go with the other ones. Now there's a couple of side quests and some more shrines in here in the, what you call it, the Lost Woods. But I'm not going to fool with them right now. See, I knew I wouldn't have enough, so let's go ahead and do the bows. And this is where Hesty is going to stay for the rest of the game. So whenever you need him, this is where you'll come find him. And let me see if I can get another bow. How many do I have left? 6, I should. Yeah, I will get that and we'll get out of here. Again, like I said, now you can access this portion of the map from the tower and the Lost Woods here through this shrine I just finished up. So when I get on my, next time I find a bow or a couple of bows, I'll be able to keep those in inventory instead of hearing the infamous inventory full. Okay, so there you go. Now this, again, like I said, it's the Heber region. The tower is in the middle of the snow, same here, and that one's in the middle of the heat. Now this one's at the Zora domain, so that's all I have left. 2 in the snow, 1 in the real heat, and 1 in the Zora domain. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. As much as I don't want to get in this area, we're going to try to avoid the Zora characters, and we're going to go ahead and try to unlock that last tower before we, you know, like I said, I'd like to finish the map in the next one after this one. And then, like I said, you can basically soar from every tower to the shrines or the stables or whatever it is you're looking for. And it will be raining. They are determined. You want to get these every time. That's a hardy radish. Big hardy radish on that one. They're determined to get me where I can't walk / climb, whatever you want to do. That's where I got to go up there. And like I said, easier said than done. We're going to go over here and walk up. Hope I can get there. Let's see. close. There we go. Alright, I'm going to try to walk up this area here, see if I can. There's a lot of enemies here, but we can handle them. Really? Anyway, like I said, we're better off, more well equipped than we were when we first started. I just popped him a couple of times, killed him. Oh, not when I'm using that, huh? My fault, guys. Now, if I was a little more diligent, I would have got those guys where I can steal their weapons or their parts, but I wasn't, and I'm sorry. So it's not going to stop raining. I forget exactly how to do this one, but let's see if I can get up this thing. That's not going to do it. Well, let me see what I can do, y'all. I don't remember having to do that, though, having to go see Sidon. That's the guy's name I have to go see. I don't remember having to go see him first. Oh, I don't remember. Look at it, stopped raining. Let's see if I can climb up here now that it's not raining anymore. Maybe that was the problem. Maybe I never had to deal with the rain before. Oh, I'm popping his head and make him fall off. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's more like it. Some guts from that one, I know I'll need them, so. None on him, but doesn't hurt to go ahead and kill him. I'm glad the rain stopped. I knew I didn't have to do anything crazy on this to get this tower access, but things have changed. I'm not the same person I was when I first played this game, y'all. I apologize. But you can also see how well the stamina is paying off here on these climbs, because this would be a hard one to make without getting some boosts. Increase, whatever you want to call it. get that shrine right there. And as you can see, we've opened up even more of the map. We'll go handle that shrine. I want to go get my last piece of my stamina wheel, and then we'll call it quits for the day probably on this one. But the next time we get on, we're going to finish the map. And like I said, every little blue triangle or these towers particularly I can warp to, so it gives me good access on the map so far. There's a couple more down here, but we'll fool with those kind of things when we get the Divine Beast done. There's Divine Beast in the area. We got to take care of him first. But this is a cold area, and this is a cold area, and this is a very hot area. Now this will be the one I think I can get to most realistically. Probably go to that one next. So I'm gonna turn around over here and head this way. Like I said, there's a shrine. Where did it go? There it is. We're gonna go jump over there and grab that shrine, see if we can get to it. It's a long jump, long jump. Cute little side quest over there on my left. You see a little nook, kind of like a beach area past that monster camp, kind of northwest, right there on the left side of my screen. It's a cute little side quest over there. We'll get to eventually once we open up the Zora domain. Probably go ahead and handle that Divine Beast first. But I passed by this guy the other day and couldn't beat him, this shrine, because it's got thorns around it. And the only way you can get around that is by lighting them on fire. And it was raining. Go figure again. Looks like, according to the weather down there on the very bottom underneath those three circles I was telling you about, to the left of the map, there's a weather chart. It looks like we got good clear skies, at least till I get this, these thorn patches burnt down. And that ought to take care of all of them. I'm going to go ahead and switch back to my regular bow. Did it not take care of them? Well, if it's not going to take care of them, let's go over here to the front at least so I can He didn't waste no time. The front of the shrine's right there, so... I guess it wants me to watch it. Or it'll fizzle out. But I gotta try to remember how to do it again. Let's see. beam and it'll lit the water up, and then I think it's time. I should have done this faster. Alright, now that's not it. There's more to do. What we'll do is we'll take this down here. I think it was one of those things where you have to spin it and run, so while it's spinning around, it'll go back down by the time you get to the other side of the water. So what we're going to do is we're going to spin it this way. See, we did this. That squatting didn't help me, I'll tell you that much. We'll come down here and set this bad boy on here until open this door for us. Now I think there's a, what do you call it, treasure chest down here, so if we want to go, I don't know where the treasure chest is. Don't know. I think you can swim over there and get it, but I'm not going to fool with it like I told you before. Because if you think 100% of the game is making sure every treasure chest is open, that's a different demon. I'm not that guy. Way too much in this game fool with to be looking at that kind of stuff. Alright, now let's run back to our little statues there and get that last piece of our stamina wheel. Has there been a day I've recorded he hadn't made noise? Is that possible? There was one when I did the Metroid Dread video. He wasn't here, so I had the whole house to myself. It was nice. Not gonna lie. That rarely happens. Okay. And if I try to remember it next time, I'll do the other 3 towers, go ahead and get them, the whole map activated, and then I may go ahead and try to get Nadra's scales or horns, and I forget what the other dragon's called, but the hot dragon, the fire dragon, I'll go ahead and get the horns from it to be ready for the next upgrade on my armor when I finally acquire the money to unlock that final fairy. But this gives us a nice chunk of stamina, a good place to be right here. So we'll call it quits at this point. See you next time, guys. Thanks.